Okay, so this is George's mummy, Tracy.
Hello.
We've bullied her into being on camera. So, she's just going to take you through some of the equipment that we use to keep George healthy, I guess. So, Tracy,
So we have,
begin your demonstration.
So George has two things attached to him by cannulas, needles inserted. One of them is to deliver insulin, and this is how you insert it. It has a needle that you insert like this. It goes lovely.
Yeah, give us a side on of that.
Oh!
Great, great.
It popped.
The sticker's just pinged off.
And also we have a sensor, and this is the excuse me, the sensor that we attach, and you can see the needle inside the packet. Probably it's quite long, it has to go quite deep and then leave a little strip in there to measure his blood glucose.
Great.
5 minutes.
Now in our video George has got we see a rather horrible episode of him having put his sensor on. What's he like with his normal? This is the one that has to be changed every 2 to 3 days. This one.
Sometimes he's really good at that one. Sometimes he says he's been very brave and doesn't cry and doesn't even blink with that one. Sometimes we have to hold him down to do it. But the sensor, it's awful, and feel like big bullies and have to really chase him and hold him down.
Show us that just there.
So the inserter for this one, the sensor, is this lovely thing.
Okay.
And it makes quite a noise, so you have to ping it like, oh, I can't get it to do. It's because I can't get it to retract. 1 second. There we go. Ready?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Which is mean.
Okay, great.
Obviously it goes in pretty quickly. So other stuff we have, this is his blue box of kit.
What's this here?
Oh, this is the ketone meter.
Okay.
This measures ketones in his blood. If he's ill, he will have ketones, or if he's had really high blood sugar, he'll have ketones. So we measure them, and there's a dangerous level where we have to take him to hospital. Obviously, there's a level that's not quite so dangerous, so we can keep him home and just give him lots more insulin and some more water to get rid of them.
Now, that's all the rather sophisticated kit, but basically what we have to do is give him a finger press, a blood test, which they see me do a lot on the video of 24 hours. So, but I don't think, because I'm holding the camera the whole time, nobody got to see me do it. So should we finger prick you or me and show people exactly what it looks like?
You didn't tell me that part. So this, we've got 2 extra finger prickers, if I can get them out.
Now George, I should say, which probably comes across in the video, is that he doesn't and has never cried, winced, moaned about this, but the best way of describing it, Trace, I will offer my fish. If you want to do it to me, you can. I don't like this at all. There's my finger.
So this is the pricker,
Yeah.
and it has a little button on the top, and the needles, the lancets, come out of the little hole at the bottom. So I've only got it on really light.
Oh, I didn't feel that. You might not get any blood. Have a squeeze.
Yeah.
There we go. There's the blood coming out.
That's enough for a blood test.
And that would be enough for a blood test. So that's what George has to put up with. We have to do that certainly every time he eats. We do it a few times through the night because we need to get an exact blood sugar reading. And although the sensor's brilliant, it's only ever a guide and it can go wrong.
It is only a machine.
So there we go. You don't need to see my bloody finger anymore. But George is fantastic about having his finger pricked. I do not like it. The best way to describe it is, I think, a little electric shock. Yeah. Okay, so now we've also got some other kits. So we've got his blood sugar levels. You've seen the machine that we use if his blood sugars run far too high and he's dangerous. He goes to those dangerous levels where he's heading towards ketosis, which of course is what happened when he was diagnosed, and we nearly lost him. Let's talk about going the other way, going low. So show us there's a bag we can't leave home without, basically.
This is the hypo kit. It comes everywhere with us. Well, it's not actually fully stocked at the moment. We're missing quite a few bags of Jelly Babies.
Right, so take us through it bit by bit. We've got the Jelly Babies, which people see me in. Yeah, we treat him with those. Jelly Babies go down probably the best.
We have Glucotabs. dextrose tablets that he quite likes.
Most people have probably had those. They're like the powdery Lucozade tablets that you get. I think you have 3 of those is enough to avert a hypo.
3 carbs each.
Yeah. Oh, 5 then.
And this is glucojuice, so basically it's a liquid version of the glucose tablets, and that's one whole of those is 15 carbs. So if he's really low, we give him one of these and it brings him up really quickly.
A thing worth telling people, another thing that you can treat, which is often in the hypo, is actually just a little carton of apple juice or orange juice.
Oh yeah.
The scary thing about that is that there is more sugar in the apple juice or orange juice than there is in one of those glucojuice bottles. So
people think it's healthy.
Yeah. Anyway, keep going. Sorry.
So we have glucogel, which is more serious. This you're supposed to. It's a clear liquid that's awful. But it's supposed to be when they're less responsive and less able to eat and drink, and you rub it on the inside of their cheeks or their gums so that it absorbs quickly.
Great.
Into the capillaries.
And you'd never leave home without this, basically.
No.
So,
our little bag goes everywhere.
even if he's just going down to the shops or whatever, you never know. Hypos can really come out of nowhere. So,
this and the test kit go everywhere.
And that was the big life-changing thing, I think. When you first got it, it was. It still frustrates me. I'll be honest now, particularly as a disorganised man. Leaving the house and thinking of all the things I'm supposed to have with me drives me slightly nuts. Now, let's look at this supply box. What do we got in here?
So we have lots and lots of cartons of testers, strips, test strips.
Yeah.
All the cannula inserters.
Yeah.
Reservoirs, which we fill with insulin.
Yeah, and that's George calling for help. Let's just... You
okay, George?
It was just Daddy. I'm going to come, okay? 1 minute.
So we get them on the prescription, very luckily. We have some spray to remove his cannulas.
It helps, but it's still an unpleasant experience. It just means the sticker comes off a little because they're so firm. You have to bear in mind that he goes into the sea and he goes in swimming pools with a sticker on. And
they have to be really stuck.
Yeah.
These we have little stickers to put over his sensor to make sure that's attached really well as well. We have a big box of Emla little creams that we don't actually use anymore. This is numbing cream. We used to use that for doing the cannula insertions, but now we've realised that the quicker we get it over with, the better, because it almost builds it up too much.
Yeah, it does some funny things as well. So you used to put that on and it reacts badly with water. So if he went in the bath with it still on, it would really hurt him. And I think it, as Trace rightly says, just putting it on made him really aware that it was coming, and the build
too much warning.
The build up is not good.
We have this Frio pack, which we use in summer because the warm temperatures can make the insulin go off, and which makes his blood sugar go really high. So we put this, it's like a cool pack around his pump, and he keeps the insulin cool. So
how did we learn that? Tell people why we
we had a terrible trip to Italy for a lovely friend's wedding, and he was really ill and really high blood sugars, and we didn't realise that insulin could go off.
Yeah.
Obviously we keep insulin in the fridge at home, so we just weren't thinking.
It was a beautiful Ryanair flight in which he screamed the place down, threw up all over the place. 3 hours of screaming, and there he is again. Okay, I'm going to go and talk to George. Have we got anything else?
We just got this. This is quite important.
Yeah.
This is the kit I use to test any of my friends or my friends' children who think that they might show the symptoms of type 1. Luckily, haven't discovered anyone else so far.
Right. Thank you very much, Trace.
That's alright.
There you go, consummate guide, and probably quite apt that you can hear George through the monitor, which we use to hear his alarm. He's not going to sleep, it's Saturday night. So I'm going to go and talk to George. Thanks, Trace.
That's okay.